877-373-9766. 877-373-9766. And log on to thetruthfighters.com right now.
All right, Truth Fighters, 877-373-9766. All right, get around the computers. Hope you went to the website. I'm about to play Pastor Manning one last time for the folks who missed it. If you missed it, here it is. True definition of a house Negro.
Henry style here in America, where red-blooded, God-fearing, Jesus-loving Americans are going to stand up and say, we're not going to take it no more. We're just not going to take it. And there's going to be riots in the streets, worse than the riots in South Central Los Angeles after they acquitted the cops that beat up Rodney King. You think that and those black people rioting, you haven't seen anything. And I'm not advocating killing and murder and stealing and robbing. That's not what I'm advocating. I'm just telling you what people are going to do. People are sick of this. People are tired of the long-legged Mac Daddy, kicking them in the face every time he gets up, lying to them. Then you got a bunch of, suck-ups like the MSNBC News, the ABC News, all these media types, everybody who's looking to be popular and get invited to the White House, sucking up to him all the time. It's sickening. I mean, it's downright sickening to watch this. You can get these white folk all riled up here. I'm going to tell you something. They're going to come in, the white folk get riled up, members of the NRA going to come into the black neighborhoods. I'm telling you. The people are just tired of this. White people are being pushed around, kicked to the curb, having their rights denied, being called a racist, being walked on, watching their tax dollars go to fund all kind of drug sales, prostitution, illegal immigration. I mean, y'all gonna push these white folk till they can't take it no more. I'm telling you. You fool around here with Obama? You gonna let this long-legged Mac Daddy push these white folk? They gonna come up out of Tennessee and come up out of Oklahoma, come up out of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, come up out of Oregon and come out of Idaho, California. I'm telling y'all, you're pushing these white folk and you're pushing them. Your long-legged Mac Daddy's pushing them and pushing them and pushing them. And they're going to get, listen, you're going to push people to the point where they're not going to take it no more. These white folk are not going to take it. You're taking their tax money. You're closing down their jobs. You're shutting down their banks. You're telling them what they can and cannot do. You're giving billions of dollars to Acorn. You're taking their tax money and giving it to people to buy drugs. You're killing babies and you won't stop. You're telling lies and you're demoralizing our nation. You're destroying everything that has made this nation great. White folk getting ready to rise up. They don't want to take it no more, and I'm joining them. Oh, doggone it. I am. I mean, and it's just an insult. It's one thing to have a president that you're okay, all right, he's Republican, you're a Democrat, he's Republican, you disagree on policy. But this man is destroying what God loves. He is destroying the fabric and the fiber of the nation. And he is a prolific, if you will, liar and killer and murderer. Spiritually, politically. I'm telling you, you're going to see an uprising in this nation. And it won't be long now. I mean, you just can't keep pushing folk the way Obama's pushing white folk and the way black folk are pushing white folk. You can't keep doing that. I'm telling y'all, you better find a way to either get rid of Obama or these folk are going to rise up at the sound of a bird. They're going to rise up. When the sound of the grinding is low, they're going to rise up when martyrs go to their long home. Wherever the silver cord be loosened, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain. I'm telling you, these people, white folk, they have had it. They've had it. And they can't take it no more. And who can blame them? I mean, who can blame them? To build this nation and then have it given away, just given away, just thrown away, just given away by a long-legged half-breed, usurper, illegal alien, a man who isn't even a citizen, and everybody in the Congress knows that he's not a citizen. Dick Cheney knows he's not a citizen. And yet nobody will stand up. I'm telling you, white folk are ready to riot. And they should be. They should be. This don't make no doggone sense. I'm telling y'all. Now either y'all go talk to the long-legged Mac Daddy, tell him to resign. Tell him. And then all these people, John McCain, Hillary Clinton, Mike Huckabee, Dick Cheney, George Bush, all need to stand on a platform and then bring the 9 Supreme Court justices and they ought to apologize to God-fearing, God-loving, patriotic Americans ought to have an individual apology from every one of these persons I just named that have allowed this long-legged Mac Daddy, this two-tongued liar, this quasi-Muslim, socialist, communist, Marxist freak called Barack Hussein Obama. Allow him to get to where he's at. And then we need to go into 40 days of prayer. We need to outpray the Muslims on Ramadan.
Wow. I'm not even going to play the rest of this clip. And then when he came on here, well, I'm talking about the black issue. No, you was attacking the president, man. You were being disrespectful to the position of the president. The young people in his church call him Uncle Ruckus. You worse than Uncle Ruckus, man. Let's go to line 8, Ken in Atlanta, 1380 AM. Thank you for holding, Ken. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you, brother. Man, I was just listening to Pastor Manning there, and I originally called about the show Black in America, but I had to make a comment about our brother Pastor Manning. What can I say? God loves him, and we trying. I think I think Pastor Manning seriously is what you call living, breathing proof why brothers and sisters should never marry. Okay? He pretty much puts his foot in his own mouth, and he does it quite well. But I just got one thing. Did he say black folks, white folks ain't going to take it no more?
Yeah.
I like the way he just drifts back and forth, you know. He black 1 second, he white the other. He black 1 second. But, you know, people like that, the more they air their stupidity, the more they show the world how stupid they are. And that's all I got on Pastor Manning. Now, the show, boy, I had to give it a C. They're recognizing that it has done more than the previous show, but there's so much more that needs to be done that they never touched on. That's why I can't give them an A. I mean, really, you know, as far as the black experience, what's going on in America, what we face, you know, black or white, or who above the third grade don't know that.
That's
I
right.
mean, we need some solutions. Bottom line. I mean, all the things that are mentioned in Black America, Claude Anderson put it very, very succinctly. He said, those are not the problems in Black America. Drugs are not the problem in Black America. Prisons are not the problem in Black America. Lack of education is not the problem in Black America. Not having the financial resources or control of our resources to deal with those things is the problem in Black America. Now, that's why things like the blackout that you proposed, investing in our community, and a lot of things that I came from this show are so vitally important. If we ever wake up and get control of our financial resources, a lot of the things that we call problems will disappear. I mean, education, we build our own schools and start paying our own teachers, starting off about $60,000, $70,000 a year. We're going to have the best teachers in the country.
That's
white,
right.
Black, Asian, you name it.
That's right. That's right.
And that money is not a far-off thing. I mean, I guarantee you, Warren, I live in DeKalb, Georgia, or Decatur, Georgia. In DeKalb County, this weekend, I promise you, there was enough money spent in every strip club in DeKalb County to probably equip every school in this county.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. You are not lying, sir. I know that you are not lying. And, you know, and I just think about, I was in New Orleans last week? Yeah, last week I was in New Orleans. Sometimes I get confused where I'm at. But on Bourbon Street, it was so many folks on Bourbon Street that was just I mean, they weren't even drunk. They were just they were blacked out and just throwing money everywhere. And I'm just looking like, wow, all this money, going to waste.
And that's the thing, man. There's nothing wrong with entertainment or having a good time, but we just got to get some priorities straight. I mean, it is no more than what every other community has done. They internalize, they take care of themselves first, they build their community up with their money before that money gets out of the community, and we just got to do the same.
Brother, and I thank you for calling. I'm out of time for this segment.